Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I'm Sheen. This is Money Matters. This is my first live stream. Got nobody in here. I'm not very surprised, but I just want to check this thing out. I just got monetized, so thank each and every one of you that support my channel, that have been watching my content. Just trying to playing around with this live stream, so it's a new feature. I guess once you get monetized, so that's why I decided to just hop on here and just talk about a little bit about what my video is going to be that I'm going to drop in a couple of hours. But basically, it's going to be about Tesla. Tesla posted fantastic numbers. They had 4 quarters of profitability, but today they were down. What was it? I think 4% at the close, nearly 5% at the close. So why are they going down? And so I'm going to talk about this briefly here, and I'm going to drop a video in a couple of hours once I get it all edited. But basically, Tesla dropped because it was priced to perfection. Tesla, just a month ago, they were at $1,000 per share, and everyone thought that was already incredibly, high and amazing. And within a month, it jumped up to $1,600 a share, and so that's why it dropped, because it was already priced to perfection. Hey, full tilt boogie, what's up? So yeah, that's why it dropped. It dropped because it was already priced to perfection, and so it's not going to go any higher until the news about S&P comes out, and that could be within a few weeks. This doesn't happen all the time, so it could be within a few weeks, or maybe in a month or two. But I'm guessing it will be within a few weeks. The news about Tesla being in the S&P is going to come out, and then yeah, small chat group. Yeah, I'm surprised. I think there's 15 people in here, so I'm surprised there's 15 people. So yeah, again, I think within a few weeks that will be announced, and then funds will start having to buy Tesla shares, and that will bump up the price. So a number of things also can happen, though. One thing is Tesla could decide to raise more money, and I think that is wise if they do decide to raise more money, because their stock is at an all-time high right now. So why not raise money now when your stock is at an all-time high? You could get billions and billions of dollars, and who doesn't need more billions of dollars if you're growing your company, if you're building factories? Giga Texas was announced during the conference call, so it's an awesome time to raise more money, and I don't think any shareholder, any Tesla shareholder, would fault them for raising money at a time when their stock price is at like 1,600, $1,600. Now, if they do raise more money, do you think that their stock is going to go down? Because that's typically what happens if you put more shares out into the market. Uh, Shareholders typically don't like that, and it basically dilutes our shares, right? But Tesla did this just a couple of months ago, when their stock was, I think, at $800 or $900, and the stock price didn't crash. In fact, it did the exact opposite. It went up to $1,000, 1,300, now $1,600. So I think shareholders will realize that this is a smart move to raise more money when the stock price is high, because you are in fact building out Giga Berlin, expanding Giga Shanghai, building Giga Austin, expanding all your Gigafactories, right? You're going to roll out more Model Ys, bringing that into full production, the Cybertruck into production, the semi truck into full production. So you need a lot of capital to do that. And as a shareholder, I expect them to raise money, for this expansion. So I wouldn't be disappointed at all if they raise money and dilute our shares for the greater good in the next 5 to 10 years. So I fully expect that to possibly happen. And so what I think would happen is S&P could tell tell them, uh, we need you to release more shares into the market so all these funds can buy the Tesla shares for their funds. And so they would release more shares, and that way the fund managers will be happy because they will be able to pick up shares, and uh, I think the stock price will still go up higher than what it is now, but it's not going to go up to like $4,000, $5,000, because if it does get to that point, like I said, I think S&P committee would say, uh, we would encourage you to release more shares for these funds to pick up, and then, like I said, the fund manager will be happy. They'll be getting shares at a lower price because it will relieve some of that pressure. It will relieve some of that pressure. Uh, Colin B, hey, what's up? Let me just read what you said. Do it after entry S&P 500. Yeah, absolutely. Or our battery day, absolutely. So, like I said, after entry into S&P 500, the stock price is going to go even higher. And like Colin just said, definitely, probably the best time to raise money when the stock price is even higher. But like I said, I think S&P would nudge Tesla to say, to encourage them to release more shares for people to buy, for the funds to buy, and everybody wins in that situation. Tesla wins because they could raise billions of dollars, selling more shares to these to these S&P funds. Uh, Shareholders will be happy because bottom line is, even though Tesla has over $8 billion in the bank right now, they still need a lot more money to roll out all their gigafactories, to expand all the products that's coming down the line. So they do need more money. So as a shareholder, I wouldn't have a problem with that. And of course, Tesla, would have all that money to grow and expand their factory. What's up, Joshua? Battery day and what effect it would have? Well, yeah. So battery day is coming in September. I believe the end of September. So it's been like more than a year since the acquisition of Maxwell Technologies and High Bar Systems, right? So it everybody's been in gossiping about what's going on. Obviously, it's going to be the million mile battery. Uh, I think that's pretty much understood. But I think they're going to talk about how they're going to expand their factories and basically probably start producing their own batteries, right? So the key, the limiting factor is how much batteries they can produce, right? So, uh, not only that, if you produce a million mile battery, that's going to tie into if you could do your robo taxi network, right? If you do your robo taxi network, these vehicles need to have a million mile battery. The average person probably just drives 15, maybe 20,000 miles a year, but if you're doing it as a robo taxi network, then you could probably be driving close to 50,000, $60,000 60,000 miles a year, if that's what you're doing, using your Tesla for a robo taxi network. So those vehicles need batteries that last, at least a million miles. So that's going to be key to launching the robo taxi network. All right, let me read some of these comments. All right, let's see. Uh, Tesla has massive scaling plan. So excited to be part of Tesla. Yep, full tilt, absolutely. Definitely, this is just the beginning of what they're doing. I think they're still a very young company. Like they only have the Model 3, SX, and now the Y. Only 4 vehicles. They're still a very very young company. What's up, Jason? Jason Vespa. So they probably need to access talent to manage any new expansions. Money might not be the only issue or issue at all. Yeah, of course. Tesla is already getting the best talent. All the graduates in engineering, their first choice is either Tesla or SpaceX, and so that's why I think that's one of the biggest reasons why they ended up choosing Austin over Tulsa. Now, Austin, outside of Silicon Valley, has a lot of talent in the engineering space. In software, you know, Dell, Samsung, Nintendo. A lot of tech companies have a building, have a factory there. So that's one of the biggest reasons why Tesla decided to go with Austin for the talent pool that is in Austin. All right. Jenny, Jenny Ice. Let's see. Smart money, fast sold off fast right after I don't know about S&P. They like in waves misled selling out during the after hours pop because I wanted to see what happens today. I guess no upwards pop today. Yeah, so uh, I'm not fully surprised. I mean, the market was down today, just in general. I think that the Dow was down, I think 400 points today. So I mean, that obviously didn't help. But that the stock market doesn't always just continue to go up, right? There's going to be corrections, and a lot of these EV stocks have ran up massively. Especially Tesla. Like I said, it ran up from $1,000 just last month ago to $1,600 in a 30-day span. So uh, correction is due, so not surprised there. But I do still think S&P is in play, and funds are going to need to pick up roughly 26 million shares of Tesla to fulfill all their funds. So I do still think that there is growth in the next few weeks when S&P starts to purchase Tesla shares. One more question from Joshua Winslow. Let's see. Hey man, one more question. What are the percentages of Tesla joining S&P 500, and when would that announcement be? What are the percentages? I don't know what you mean by percentages. I mean, they qualify for everything that's needed to join the S&P 500. The S&P 500 committee only meets once a quarter, but they do meet other special circumstances. I'm not sure if this qualifies for a special circumstance, but regardless, the committee would have to meet and make the decision if Tesla is going to be into the S&P 500. Again, they do qualify every single thing they have ticked off. The only thing, like I said previously, is the S&P could approach Tesla and just say they would like them to release more shares into the market for the fund managers to buy these shares. So that's the only thing that I think S&P would ask of Tesla, again, just to release more shares for all these S&P funds to pick up more shares. And so, like I said, I think that's a win-win for everybody. As a new uh, Yadala Vivek, as a new investor, what is a good entry price? Uh, I mean, I think it would just depend on what type of investor you are, right? If you are looking to get into into Tesla, and you only want to make maybe like a 3 month, 4 month thing on this, I would think it would be really risky because Tesla is so volatile. It could go down 50% at any time. So if you're only a short-term investor, I would say probably don't even think about putting in money into Tesla, because you could very well lose your money. But if you're a long-term investor looking out like 5 to 10 years, so in this 5 to 10 year, what's going to happen in 5 years? Okay, in 5 years, Giga Berlin will be completed. Shanghai will be completely built out. Giga Texas will be completely built out. Their Model Y will be, will be completely done and fully ramped. There will be just about probably at the midpoint of their Cybertruck ramp. They're going to have their semi truck out. So in that 5 years, they're going to have so many more products and so many more projects done. Even a rumored Model 2 at a price point of in the $25,000 price range. So when that happens, I think it's end game right there. If they can bring down the cost of battery and the cost of production to produce a $25,000, maybe $28,000 vehicle, who's going to buy anything else if you could get a Tesla with all their technology for under $30,000? So if your plan is more than oh my God, there's 55 people in here. So thank guys for joining. So yeah, if your plan is more than 5 years, I think any entry point is good. It doesn't matter if you enter at 1600. It doesn't matter if you enter at 1500. It doesn't matter if you enter at 2400. If you have a 5 year or 10 year time span, the price of Tesla in 5 to 10 years is going to be at least 10x, maybe 15x, and that's just my personal opinion. So it really doesn't matter if you get a 15x on your investment from $1,500, $1,600, $1,700, $2,000. In the big picture, I don't think it really makes that big of a difference. I would say get in as soon as possible if your time horizon is 5 to 10 years out. I'm trying to keep up with the chat, guys. I agree, Jason. So Full Tilt Boogie said, I agree, Jason. They need a solid crew to get the job done. Yeah, absolutely. They need all the talent. And I don't know if you guys listened to Elon Musk's conference call. I mean, he's just straight up on the conference call saying, "Hey, I want actuators for Tesla insurance. I want mining companies to start mining for nickel." Another SPAC, guys, that is really recent. So just a little off topic here. MP Materials. MP Materials. They were just on Jim Cramer today. The CEO was on and talking about what they're doing about uh, mining for materials for magnets, and these magnets are used in a lot of the EV in the motors, right? Also wind turbines, pretty much anything that you think is going to be in the next 5 to 10 years in robotics, in self-driving cars and in electric vehicles. These are the magnets that are in these vehicles, and currently they're sourced 100% from China, nothing from the United States. The United States has basically given up on mining for raw materials. So, definitely something to look into. MT Materials, their SPAC company is what is it? FVAC. I have a little bit of money in there right now. I wish I would have bought more because I think it's up like 30-40% on my shares right now. Let's see, I'm getting behind on my chat. Okay. Xavier Gonzalez, thanks for all the content you have. If you have a second, I know it's not about Tesla, but what are your recent thoughts on Peloton? Oh, Peloton. Yeah, man, Peloton. I don't share my position on Peloton because it's not in my public portfolio. It's in one of my, I think it's my 401k, sorry, it's in my Roth IRA, and I just don't talk about the portfolio because I would have unlimited things to. I just don't have enough time to talk about every single portfolio I have. But Peloton, man, definitely love Peloton. Super bullish on Peloton. I have a video out on Peloton. I think maybe one or two videos out. So like I personally got into Peloton. I don't know if you guys remember back, wasn't in like December or last year sometime, they put out that commercial where there was the lady that was exercising on the Peloton bike, and there was a whole controversy about, oh, the husband bought her a Peloton bike so she could stay slim, she could stay fit, and blah blah blah. And it was just like claiming that Peloton was being sexist, and like their stock well, I'm sure didn't crash, but it went down. I think it went down from like, it was in 30s, and then went down to like 27, 28, and that's when I picked up shares. And I picked up those shares. I'm like, this is absolutely ridiculous that the stock is actually falling because of this controversy. So that's when I picked up shares, and pretty much the stock didn't move at all. It just stayed at around the mid to low 20s. And then when this whole illness 19 situation happened, gyms are locked down. Everything's closed. Peloton just pretty much exploded, and they can't keep up with producing bikes. So obviously, illness 19. Company, a stock that's definitely benefiting, because gyms are closed, and even if gyms are opening, people don't want to go to a gym being next to people. So Peloton definitely, I see them expanding, and even after this whole situation, I think once people get into that rhythm, get into that lifestyle of having a exercise bike at work that you could interact with, that you could be on leaderboards and have classes streamed live to your device. I think a lot of people are not going to just go back to the gym. They just kind of found a new way to work out. So yeah, super bullish on Peloton. Thanks for the question, Xavier. Let me see. Who is smart money? Yeah, I think smart money is just like institutional investors. Yeah, hedge funds are investment banks, etc. All American Dream Chaser, what's up? Hey, yeah, go check this guy's video out. I watched this video for the first time. Like, he put a comment on one of my videos about this Nicolas Sades, and like I didn't even know what that was. I didn't know he made a video, so I had to Google it. I'm like, what the hell is this Nicolas Sades? Is this legit? Is it a real vehicle that somebody's putting out? And then his video popped up, and like I was just cracking up. So uh, go check out his channel and check out that video. It's pretty funny. What do you think about Neo? Mathan Tamaraha. I'm sorry if I mispronounced the name. So Neo, I honestly haven't looked into Neo too much, but just give you my uh, brief feeling about Neo. One thing is they're just bleeding money, and you could say Tesla was bleeding money in the beginning also, but Tesla was doing everything themselves. You know, they're building the vehicles themselves, doing everything in house. Neo is, they're not manufacturing their own vehicles, so that's one thing that I don't like right off the bat. You don't have control over your own manufacturing. So and Neo was bailed out by the Chinese government. So the Chinese government has their hand in Neo. So I don't like that either. I don't like when any government is in a company that I would invest in. I'm just not I'm not down for that. Uh, so those are two things that I would look out for. But some of their technology is pretty sweet. I don't know if you guys seen any videos about Neo, but like their battery swap technology. I mean, it could be awesome for a certain market, because like United States in the US, I don't think so, because most people have a way to charge their vehicle, like at either a Tesla supercharger, at their house, or at their place of business. But like in China, a lot of people live in a condo, and so they don't have their personal garages. They don't have easy charging, right? So a battery swap, it makes a lot of sense in that type of market. So that's pretty cool what Neo does. Also, they have like these huge, I guess, these boxes that you just drive your vehicle in, and like it'll automatically swap out your battery or something. So again, I didn't look too much into it, but uh, as far as Neo, my thoughts is, does Tesla have more room to run? And my answer is yes, absolutely. Tesla is a young company, so they have plenty of room to run. So why would I invest in Neo, somebody that is burning money and not profitable, and Tesla is just getting to profitability, right? They're at their infancy, and they have at least another 10 years before they are fully expanded to their potential. So if I could get into Tesla, that's the biggest player, why not get into Tesla for that 10x, 15x, maybe 20x run, when it's more guaranteed than getting into the number two or number three player, which is maybe Neo. So that's my thoughts about that. It's like, we don't Bing, we Google, right? So why would I invest in Bing or DuckDuckGo, right? So that's just my thoughts about Neo. Um, Dan S, thank you, amazing man, thank you very much. My eye, yeah. So it's getting better. Thanks for asking. So I think it's just a sty. Never had that in my life. I guess it's basically just a pimple that's like just on the inside of your eyelid. A crazy thing, right? Um, Rare earth magnets, yeah. All American Dream Chaser, absolutely rare earth magnets. Uh, Today, I think what is it? FVAC. Their stock was down like 4% or 5% today. Uh, I didn't buy more because I'm up, I think, 30%. So if this thing runs up tomorrow or into next week, because they were just on Jim Cramer today. The CEO was on Jim Cramer, and CNBC, Jim Cramer. They're probably going to get a lot of attention with that. So they might have a pop. So you know I'm just keeping my eye out on it. If it pops up, I'm just going to watch it. But after people kind of like they're traders, people that trade in and out of it, they will push the stock up. Now it's already, I think, at $14. So they'll push it up to, usually probably up to like 15. Sorry, up to like maybe $20. And then what happens after that? The traders get impatient and they just leave the stock. They collect their gains and they leave the stock, and that's when I'll take a look at it again. And if it drops down into like 12, $13, I'm really interested in picking up more shares. Definitely rare earth magnets. It's what's needed for all these EV vehicles. Let me see. Thanks for your videos, bro. So Joshua Winslow, thank you for your videos, bro. You made me very confident investing in Tesla. Yeah, like I said, if you have a long-term outlook, I think it's a no-brainer. Just ask yourself, in 5 to 10 years, do you think Tesla is going to be at, what is it, $1,500 a share if they don't do a stock split? I don't think so. I definitely don't think so. Peter Wu, enjoy your videos and your channel. Hey, thank you very much. Thank you for joining chat. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up. Almost 30 minutes. I need to edit my video about Tesla. I'm gonna talk more about Tesla, and Tesla is interrupting a lot more industries than people give them credit for. Um, Yadala Vayek. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. When you know that LCA gonna double during the merger, you would not put all your money in there, given the LCA and Golden Nugget has the same owner. Suggesting merger is gonna happen surely. I'm not sure exactly what the question is, but yeah, but I think in general, the sentiment out there is that people look at LCA, Lancadia Holdings, and Golden Nugget is the same owner, Tillman Fertitta, whatever his name is, the owner of the Houston Rockets, and so yeah, he owns both companies, and he is getting, I think, like $30 million out of this deal by basically having LCA, his one company, merge with the other company, and the whole deal works out that he gets $30 million in his pocket. And I look at that and I said, my opinion is, yeah, great for him. That's billion, a billionaire making billion air moves. And can you fault him? If the deal is going to put $30 million in his pocket, I mean, personally, I don't care about that. All I care about is he going to have Golden Nugget Online Gaming be successful? It's his company. Why would he? Why would he not try to make it successful? Not only that, all his other companies are in trouble, right? He owns pretty much his whole empire is like restaurants and hospitality, and the only company that's doing super good and has massive potential is his online gaming company, Golden Nugget. So he's going to do everything in his power to make this company successful. It's like, especially since all his other companies are in trouble, right? So that's the only thing I care about. The only other thing is that is online gaming, is online casino going to be big in the United States? And 100% speculation, but I think yes. I remember 15 years ago, online poker was huge in the US. Everybody was playing online poker, and then it got outlawed, basically. So I see that 10 years down the line in 2020, 2021, online casino, online gaming is going to be massive. A lot of states need this revenue. States are going broke. So if they could bring revenue from online gaming, I think one by one. So New Jersey is the only state legal now. Michigan just signed on. I think it is actually legal in Michigan. Indiana is going to sign on. So it's like one state after the other. It's just like the MJ space, right? California started. Now, how many states are legal? I mean, I lost count, right? So it's gonna be one after the other. All this revenue that's gonna come in, uh, governments are not going to turn down all this revenue, especially when a lot of states are needing this money. So, yeah, that's my answer for Golden Nugget and LCA. Peter Wu, strange behavior from investors in Tesla today. I think it's all institutional driven, not retail investors. I do think the downtrend could continue tomorrow. It could continue tomorrow. I think it's just the overall market was down today. It could continue tomorrow. I mean, I think Tesla could dip even lower before, because you got to remember, a lot of investors, whether it be retail investors or institutional investors, uh, it was like completely clear uh, that Tesla was going to post a profit. Like if you looked at all the signs, all the hints that Elon Musk was giving, all the leaked emails, the Tesla shorts. He why did Tesla at the very end of Q1, of Q2, started put a sale out on their self driving software. There was like $1,000 off, I think. Why have that push? It was obvious so they could basically go over that threshold so they could to put a profit out, right? They had like $400 million coming in from their ZEV credits. So all this push was just to get to profitability, and big investors, they know that they know that the profit was going to come. So they're of course buying in when it was like $900, $1,000, and now a month later it shot up to $1,600. You don't think those people are taking profit? Yeah. So that's why the stock is going down. Everyone that bought in, the short-term investors, the people that are getting in for Tesla for the short-term gains, that bought in at 900, $1,000, $800, they've they've made now the stock is up to was up to 16, now it's $1,500, right? They made like $500-$600 on a 1 month investment for for each share. They're going to take profit. So that's why it's going down. Some people are just taking profit, short-term investors. So like I said, but the big funds are going to be needing to pick up at least like 20 some million shares of Tesla, and that's gonna have the price of Tesla go up in the next few weeks, is my opinion. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna just get one more question. The last question up here. Yadala Valek. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name again. If you are so sure about LCA merger, wouldn't it be a good idea to go all in for a quick 2x? Dumb question, but I'm just curious. How do you think? So personally, I showed my position in LCA. I'm pretty bullish on it. I think I have over $3,000. I'm not going to go all in. I mean, if I go in all in on anything, it'll probably be Tesla. But I wouldn't go all in on LCA. The biggest thing is I don't know how fast all the other states are going to legalize online gaming. That's my only thing. It could happen in 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. Who knows? It's going to take time for each state, because I mean, right now it's 3 states. 3 states. You're not going to get a lot of revenue out of that. But once it's like 20 states, 30 states, that's when the revenue is going to come in, right? So I don't know how long that's going to be. Is it going to be 5 years, 10 years? I don't want to have my money tied up in Golden Nugget Online Gaming for 5 to 10 years, just waiting for these states to come to their senses and legalize this thing. So that's my only holdup, and that's the only reason why I wouldn't go all in right now. All right, guys. So I'm going to wrap this up. I got to put out my video about Tesla. So I'm going to edit this video and probably drop it in a couple of hours. So thank you guys for watching, guys. 67 viewers. So awesome. One thing I'm going to say about is I'm going to put in my video. So check this out. But one thing that I don't ever see Tesla that people are never, nobody talks about is how big of a disruption Tesla is gonna have in a lot of markets. Yes, a lot of people talk about, oh, it's disrupting the automakers, the dealership network, Tesla insurance. Tesla's going to get into like HVAC. So a lot of industries, but one huge industry that nobody has ever talked about that I've seen is airlines. Tesla is going to disrupt the airline industry in a massive way. Think about it. Why do you even fly? If you go from LA to whatever, Denver to New York, why would you even fly? It's because you get there faster, right? But do you really get there faster if you account getting to the airport, like, I don't know, at JFK or LAX, you have to get to the airport like 2 hours early? get to the airport like 2 hours early, go through security, be stuck in a tube with hundreds of people, uh, get to your destination, wait for your luggage, get out of the airport. So if you calculate all those hours, uh, you would probably be there faster if you just drove. And the only reason why you don't drive is because it's stressful to drive, right? But if the vehicle is self-driving and you could work on your laptop, if you could, watch a movie and just relax in your Tesla, you wouldn't fly. A lot of people would stop flying. I mean, it'll be less stressful just to have your own private vehicle drive you from place to place instead of flying. So Tesla is going to interrupt the airline industry in a massive way that nobody's even talking about. So food for thought, guys. Hope you appreciate it. Catch it in the next video. So thank you guys for joining. 70 viewers right now. So that's pretty awesome. I got to take a screenshot of this. My first live chat. Thank you guys so much for watching my videos, finding value in my content. So catch you in the next one. It's peace.